Hello everyone, welcome back to your favorite political satire show, With the Facts. I'm your host, Jack Kessler.
And I'm Thomas Kohler. Let's get to it. In recent news, California is still on fire. Normally, someone would reply with, yeah, and the sky is blue. Well, guess what, smartass? It's not.
That's right. Due to the sheer intensity of the fires, nearly all of California and Oregon has been covered by a red-tinted smog. This has made for some very disturbing images that should all but reassure everyone that the apocalypse is nigh.
It's also recently been confirmed by reliable sources and Instagram memes that one of the major fires that is spreading through Northern California and Oregon was caused by a gender reveal party's pyrotechnics going haywire. This begs the question, who the hell set up a gender reveal party with explosives? Michael Bay?
Checking in on Europe, things are going great. On top of the global COVID pandemic, the continent is now in a state of political turmoil between the major members and former members of the European Union. It's times like this that we can take a break from worrying about our own issues and laugh at Europe's internecine squabbles.
Boris Johnson, British Prime Minister and professional Trump stand-in, is threatening to unilaterally break the Brexit withdrawal agreement, a treaty that was ratified back in January. The issue, in particular, lies in Northern Ireland Protocol, which states that although Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom, it will be subject to EU's customs code and single market rules. This would imply having a customs border between Northern Ireland and the UK. Hoping to avoid that, the British government threw a political tantrum in the form of an internal market bill published on September 9th. Basically, what they want to do is use this domestic ruling to push against the Brexit withdrawal agreement.
There is no modern precedent for a sovereign country unilaterally breaking an international treaty, so this could just be a huge bluff by the Brits to undermine the EU's bargaining power. However, we could also be going into a legal and political conflict in the EU on top of a full-blown global pandemic this fall. If you thought the madness of 2020 had run its course, don't worry, this year's still got more to give.
To top off all the chaos going on so far in 2020, federal judges just filed a temporary restraining order on the United States Postal Service. Jenna Griswold, Colorado's Secretary of State and a top election official, filed the lawsuit and restraining order on the USPS, preventing them from sending pre-election mailers containing false statements.
The pre-election mailers were meant to inform Americans about how to properly vote by mail. However, the mailers made several false statements about Colorado's mail-in voting guidelines, such as telling residents that they must request a ballot or wait 7 days to get their ballots back. Under Colorado state law, voters are not required to request a ballot and can return their ballots come Election Day. The American voting process is strange enough, but who would have thought the person trying to control the 2020 election was your local mailman?
Just as Nixon had his infamous tapes, it now seems Trump has his own discography of his greatest hits, like the Access Hollywood tape or the alleged golden shower footage. This latest drop has Trump describing the severity of the virus, claiming it was airborne and deadly to Bob Woodward. This was recorded back in February, before the virus swept across the nation, as well as before Trump started to downplay the virus, discredit medical officials trying to combat it, and peddle ineffective shortcuts and pressuring an end to the quarantine. After receiving criticism this week, Trump opted to blame Woodward for withholding valuable information all this time. Someone should probably remind the president that he's the president.
Well, that's this week's episode of With the Facts. I'm Jack Kessler.
And I'm Thomas Kohler. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.